Hello, folks. This is Roger, and I'm coming here to you with a well. First of all, welcome to the Black Dimension. You've just entered, and this is going to be a review on the movie Knives Out. Now, I got to tell you, this movie. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. This movie was definitely a great movie. Plain and simple. Um, this movie here, it grabbed you right at the beginning, and it kept you all the way through. Um, the comedy was good. The acting was great. Has a great ensemble cast, and this movie really gave a lot of people their time to really shine. And it was just excellent all around. Now, if you didn't know, but you should know by the trailer that this was a murder mystery movie. Okay, and as a murder mystery movie, you go into the theaters and you're looking to figure out, can you solve this mystery before they tell you in the movie what the mystery was, or who actually really done it. So this is definitely a who done it. Um, I'm rating this movie a buy. It was definitely one of the better movies that I saw this year, and it was just excellent through and through. Um, Now this is your warning, folks. So those who are looking to stay away from spoilers, this is your time to exit. But my official rating on this, and let me go over that again for those who are not in the know. We have a rating system here on the Black Dimension for the movies that come out. A buy means a movie that we recommend that you go to the theaters and see. It definitely was good, which is what I'm rating this particular movie here. A bootleg is a movie that was not really all that great. I mean, it was cool. It was cool, but you're it's cool to watch, but we not gonna necessarily say go to the theater and go watch this movie. I am not gonna say it's worth you getting up going out to go see right away. You can wait on it later on down the road, catch on the streaming service or something. And we got A Bomb, which is a movie that was just terrible, and we believe your life is better off without that movie in it. But I got to say, Knives Out was definitely a buy. Like I said, this movie was good from beginning to end. Um, I had a ensemble cast: Chris Evans, Anna D. Amos, Daniel Craig, which was really great. Well, Chris Evans was really great as well. Catherine Langford, Jaden LeBurher, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Jamie Lee Curtis, who was great to see. She was awesome. Tony Collette, Lakeith Stanfield, who really stood out to me. Michael Shannon definitely did a great job as well. Don Johnson, who was pretty good. Christopher Plummer did an excellent job. Um, Edie Patterson, which was pretty cool, which was pretty cool. Uh, Ricky Lindholm, who did all right. Frank Oz, he definitely portrayed not a huge part, but even in that small part was fantastic. Emmett Walsh, which was another small part, but definitely excellent in his part. And the movie was just great. The movie was just great, plain and simple. So you go into the movie, and I know it's a murder mystery movie. I'm trying to figure out who done it right from jump start. So I'm definitely on the lookout. Okay, and the movie opens up. It lets you know that the one of the it lets you know that the I'm trying to think of his Thornby. I can't think of what his first name was in the movie, but the last name was Thomby. Thomby, excuse me. The last name was Thomby. So he was a very wealthy man. They say he was worth over like $60 million. He was an author, publisher. So he was a man that had a lot of money, and he basically took care of people in the family. Um, Chris Evans played his grandson, and he took care of him. Chris Evans had never worked a day in his life, according to what the movie said. Well, his character, Ransom Thumby, well, Hugh Ransom Thumby, never worked a day in his life. Um, the Thumbies had a son that had passed away, but the son's wife stayed close to the family, and why not? Because they're very rich, and the son's wife was getting given an allowance, so so she could take care of herself, and her daughter was being taken care of, and when her daughter was, they said her daughter was the daughter was in college, and the senior Thumby was taking care of all the college bills and things like that. Um, Jamie Lee Curtis played the daughter of Thumby, and she became a successful publisher on her own. She built her excuse me. She became a successful in real estate. She built her company from the ground up, and basically the movie just had a whole lot of good parts in it. It was like a bunch. It was just good on top of good as far as the parts were concerned. But basically, Thumby came up dead. Um, it, and this movie basically goes into how did Thumby die. Okay, now just looking at him, they made it evident that he committed suicide and slit his throat. Okay, it was designed to look that way, but Thumby writes murder mysteries. So because he was so good at writing murder mysteries, he basically created a situation where when his death occurred, it was so many things and so many plausible um plausible ways that he could have died that no one really well, the people that were trying to figure out what happened couldn't really figure it out right away. And there was the way they set the movie up, it made it make a lot of sense where you really couldn't figure out right away. So the police was involved in it. There was a state trooper that was involved in it, and a private investigator named Blanc, who was played by Daniel Craig, was also hired. So some outside force hired him, and the trip about that is that outside force did not even let him know who he was. He basically sent money and a newspaper clipping to let the Blanc character played by Daniel Craig know that this is a mystery that they wanted solved, but they did not want to know. They did not want him to know why he hired them. He just wanted him to solve the case. So you basically have a very rich man that died. Of course, if he dies, there's a whole thing about who's gonna get what in the will, and there was enough going on for people to have motives to kill him. You know, you may not have known the motives, right? You wouldn't just look at the family and just say, "Oh, these guys got all these reasons to murder this man." But as the stories came out, as the movie kept going on, you kept figuring out why each person would have some type of motive to kill this man. And I'm not gonna give away the ending because this movie was a great murder mystery, and I'm gonna let you go through the trouble of trying to solve it yourself. And but you're gonna enjoy this the whole ride through. This movie was an excellent movie this year. Uh, Definitely one of the best movies of the year, I have to say. And I think you will definitely thoroughly enjoy this movie. So I do recommend for everybody to go out and see this one. So, and I'm gonna leave it at there. But this was just a fantastic piece of work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're going out to the movies today, this will be a great one to pick. Or 21 Bridges, like I recently reviewed, also a great movie to pick as well. Uh, It'll be hard for me to say this one's better than 21 Bridges because that was an excellent movie as well. But I'm not going to even get into comparison. But this was a great movie. You're definitely going to enjoy it. It's definitely a buy from me. I recommend you go out and see it. So that's it for now. You guys have a great day, morning, noon, after, evening, whenever you happen to hear this, but you'll definitely enjoy this movie. And I'll see you on the next go round. This is Roger, and I'm out.